4 decades, a waterfront mansion in Newport Beach quietly guarded the darkest secrets of John Wayne, and when he died in 1979, the house was sealed without warning, every photograph, letter, script, and personal possession locked away like evidence from a life too large to unpack. It wasn't until 2011, more than 30 years later, that the doors were finally opened, revealing a private world that stunned fans and historians alike, from record-breaking movie memorabilia to a will that tore his family apart and reshaped his legacy forever. Born Marion Robert Morrison on May 26, 1907, in Winterset, Iowa, Wayne seemed destined for legend from the start. So large at birth that the local newspaper reported his weight, surviving near death as a toddler after falling into an icy creek, and later earning the nickname Duke after his beloved Airedale Terrier, a name that followed him into immortality. After his family moved to California following his father's business failure, Wayne dreamed of greatness on the football field, earning a scholarship to the University of Southern California, but a devastating shoulder injury ended that path and quietly redirected his life toward Hollywood. Starting as a $35 a week prop man at Fox Studios, Wayne endured nearly a decade of brutal struggle, filming dozens of low-budget westerns, barely surviving on canned food and doubt, until 1939's Stagecoach transformed him overnight into a star, despite being paid a fraction of what others earned, and launched a 50-year partnership with director John Ford that produced some of the most influential films in American cinema, forged through humiliation, relentless retakes, and mutual respect. Wayne became the embodiment of rugged masculinity, turning down iconic roles to protect his image, while risking everything on passion projects like The Alamo, which he financed by mortgaging nearly everything he owned, building a full-scale replica brick by brick under brutal heat, only to face mixed reviews and financial disappointment despite 7 Oscar nominations. Redemption finally arrived in 1970 when Wayne won his only Academy Award for True Grit, filming while battling cancer, pain, and age, delivering a performance so beloved that even he admitted the Oscar felt like a Lifetime Achievement Award. Behind the screen, his personal life was turbulent. 3 marriages, explosive jealousy, a gun pulled during one argument, a decade-long love affair with Marlene Dietrich, a deep bond with Maureen O'Hara, and finally comfort found late in life with his much younger secretary Pat Stacey, who stood by him through illness and decline. Wayne openly fought cancer after losing a lung and ribs in a risky surgery, choosing transparency over privacy to encourage others to seek help, even filming public service messages from his hospital bed as the disease returned in his final years. His last film, The Shootist, mirrored his real life, an aging gunfighter dying of cancer, and served as a deliberate farewell, right down to Wayne demanding his character never be shot in the back. When he died on June 11, 1979, at age 72, the nation mourned. Airports, institutions, and foundations bore his name, including the John Wayne Cancer Foundation, ensuring his battle would save lives long after his death. Yet his legacy grew more complicated with time. His estate, worth far less than expected, ignited family lawsuits, while the 2011 auction of over 700 personal items shattered records and exposed the intimate man behind the myth. Then came the reckoning. A 1971 interview resurfaced decades later, revealing racist and homophobic statements that sparked renewed outrage, calls to rename landmarks, remove exhibits, and question whether America could, or should, separate the art from the artist. As debates continue into the present day, John Wayne remains frozen between eras. A symbol of Hollywood's golden age, a deeply flawed man, a cultural giant whose sealed house, divided fortune, and controversial words prove that even legends cannot escape history, and that sometimes the truth waiting behind locked doors is far more complicated than the myth built on screen.